Hello, Molly.
Hello, Alec.
Are you ready for this today?
Are you ready?
Ba-da-da. No, like that.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Oh, I was like, like the Six Flags guy, like ba-da-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Like y'all ready for this?
Oh.
But
is that like the jellyfish
y'all
song
ready for
also
this?
from SpongeBob?
I think it is. Yeah, like yeah, like he does all that like weird dancing with the lights and the jellyfish. That's some good shaz right there with
that
the
is
SpongeBob.
some good shaz.
But I meant, are you ready for the ice cream
I am
today?
ready for it. I don't know about you.
I'm prepared. I put ice cubes in my sock.
The puppies aren't out today. Last time the puppies were out.
Yo, the feet were out. This is a feet in podcast, folks. But
how was your doctor's appointment? We don't have to talk about it.
But let's start this off right here.
All right. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Bum, bum, bum.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Chibba-ba, bum, bum, bum.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
It is the ice cream.
You always say it is
I don't know. I don't.
And I was like, it's the.
Oh, I say it is the. Well,
Yeah.
that
We're
goes to
working
show
on it.
you today we are not as on sync as we were last week. I think what would you credit that to? The spiders?
What spiders? There's been a lot of spiders out there recently.
There are a lot
this,
of
this summer has been very spider filled.
Yeah, no, I would agree. The spider has been summer filled. The summer.
Oh God.
The spider has been filled full of summer. I actually took my pet spider for a walk the other day. We went down to the beach.
Really?
Yeah, I got him a little ice cream cone, hot fudge sundae with rainbow sprinkles, and old Miss Spider, and I sat down beside her, and we ate our cards and whey.
Nice.
And then down came the rain and washed the spider out. The itsy bitsy spider.
It's raining today too. It's crazy that you mentioned that.
Wow, that's
crazy. It hasn't
crazy.
rained in a while. You know.
Are you sure it hasn't rained in a while? I feel like it just rained within the moons that have happened this past week, you know?
I don't know about that.
I'm trying. I'm reaching for some rain in my brain. But
No.
I
Honestly,
refrain from any rain.
I think we've had some lucky weather, like beach weather. Like I feel like everybody's
777's lucky weather.
Yeah. I think we've been able to go
We
to the
did
beach
have
lot.
a wonderful 4th of July weekend this past
Yeah,
weekend.
I think it was good. We had good weather.
You
and
were,
then today
you were
was
good with it?
I was good with it, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
No complaints.
No complaint. I didn't really see any fireworks. I didn't really celebrate the 4th of July like at all.
Would you say that's
At
because
all.
you're not feeling free or?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say that's the reason. Although people are like, "Oh, that's the reason." I feel like.
Well, I didn't mean like that.
I would love to just have an excuse to like watch fireworks and have a barbecue, eat some hot dogs, hamburgers,
Roast some weenies.
roast some weenies, some stuff. But I just genuinely didn't. I wasn't able to. I was gonna go see my one friend and my godson, but shout out to my sister for not giving me the ride that I needed to get there. So love you, Jen.
Damn.
But anyway, but yeah, that was my 4th of July. How was your 4th of July?
No, that's wonderful. I mean, I would have also loved to partake in, it was weird that it was on a Monday because it was like, if it was on a Saturday, I think we like, I don't know. It was weird that it fell upon a Monday because it was like, okay, Monday is always the start of my week, and sometimes I'm off Monday anyway, and a bunch of us who work in the restaurant industry are off anyway on Monday.
Yeah.
So we're used to that. But usually we have drank in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So by Monday, you're kind of chilling. So that's kind of where I was at.
It was like a 4-day weekend.
Yeah.
Which like I said, I didn't really celebrate 4th of July, but and that's kind of why I wasn't mad that I didn't, because I also was like, I did kind of drink a lot and chilled on Saturday and Sunday.
The weekend.
Yeah.
I don't think I had a particular, because what you're describing to me sounds wonderful. 3:00 in the afternoon, the grass is green, maybe there's a sprinkler on and a dog barking, and the sun is out full blast, and you're roasting some weenies.
It was also really hot the other day too. It was really hot. I didn't want to even leave my house. I don't remember what day that was. I don't know if that was 4th of July.
That
but
might have been
so
the
hot.
4th, yeah.
So hot. I was like, I'm staying inside. I'm watching the new, whatchamacallit, Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And then that was it. That was it.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask you about that. I haven't seen that, but yeah, no, I even more than had on Friday, I got my toe cut out, or my parts of my toenail cut out, which I talked about
it
on. Well, I wanted to do the intro, and then you asked that question, but here we are coming back to it. So we came back.
How was your toe?
But no, well, you said that even more than a 4-day weekend, I had that 5-day weekend because I worked on Thursday, and generally when I work, I have a drink, okay? Who can blame me? Who can blame me? What, if I work, I don't deserve a drink? So Thursday, I might have indulged. Friday, I might have also indulged. Saturday, I might have also indulged. Sunday, I might have also indulged. So Monday, I went to the gym. So I had a very chill 4th of July. I went to the gym. And I flossed at my house.
You flossed like your teeth? Oh, how good! You should be doing that. That's good. That's good.
I went to the foot appointment and the dentist appointment, which I did talk about in depth on Rainbows and Sunshine, which you should go watch. But the dentist actually was like, hey, clean bill of health out of you, which I was utterly shocked, and I think I need to take full advantage of going forward. What you say to that? You think no cavities, haven't been to the dentist in 3 years? I think now I need to go hard in on the sugar. The cake.
God. Oh, God, no.
Slather it on, baby.
No.
Let me get that chocolate syrup fountain.
No.
From the heavens above.
You're good on all that.
Okay.
I think you'll be fine. You don't need that.
Yeah, so Monday I was flossing. I kind of just spent an hour, just kind of.
An hour?
No. Flossing is code for something else I do in my free time. But, which I may have. Anyway,
so
you know what's crazy about the dentist, though? Like, when she was scraping and she was getting back there with her thing, my teeth feel so weird. I keep, putting my tongue back there. I'm like, ooh.
You kind of don't want to lose that feeling. I know that feeling. I have to go to the dentist soon, too, but I know that feeling, and you almost do want to floss every single day,
Well, I honestly do a good job flossing. Like, every time I shower, I do my full, while I stand there and dry, I brush my teeth, I floss, I do mouthwash. I do all 3 of those every time I shower, which is usually twice a day. Sometimes I only shower once a day, and then I'm Stinky Pete over here. But then I also forget to brush my teeth the second time because I don't really have, a nighttime routine. But I will shower before and after work most times. And then, or if I don't, I'll go to the gym and then I shower before and after,
Yeah.
I'm showering, is what I'm saying.
I bet.
And days that, so I'm flossing out there. So I do, but that fresh, it's like they just use that fresh haircut, that fresh lawn mow, ooh, you got that. Somebody took that lawnmower on the back of my teeth and just got that fresh cut, baby.
That's how you're feeling?
That's how I feel.
Nice.
That's how I feel. But I feel also, like I said, maybe I need to get some saltwater taffy on these suckers.
No.
These puppies.
Don't ruin it. You've been doing
Let me
so
get some
good.
Swedish fish or something. Oh, shit, yeah.
But, so your toe's good. Your teeth are good. Can I see your toe?
You could see my toe.
All right.
You could see my toe. I just wanted to take a glance. Now, basically, you know, and sorry,
This is stuff that you're gonna have
do
to pay for.
You don't mind
they
if I
gotta
just
yeah, I mean,
now. So it was a lot worse. I really hope I'm not like messing with the audio cords on the table because of my foot, and we're slapping it.
what did they say? Can you put it away? No, not like that.
Can you put it away?
Can you put it away? So, that's some like OnlyFans stuff. They gotta pay for that. That's some real good stuff right there.
Feed Out podcast now. Oh, I gotta get that sock back on.
Alec, what did they say to you?
You want to hold my mic for me real quick?
Yeah. What did they say to you?
So what they said, I'm here with Molly. We're down at the center square. Bob, what can you tell me about what's going on with the protest? Well, they're unhappy with the weather, John. They said it's raining and it's sunny outside, and they demand a refund on the weather. None of that made any sense.
No.
Anyway.
So what did they say about your toe?
So what did they say about my toe? I'm feeling goofy. I'm feeling goofy and silly.
My God.
In a mischievous way.
Stop. Just tell me what they said about your toe. I just want to know so bad. I've been asking for the last 10 minutes.
What did they say about your toe? Oh, man. I'm feeling very bridge trollish today. Anyway, deflecting the conversation.
That was good. Honestly, if you don't want to answer this, then you don't have to.
No, I do. I just love to deflect. Like I said, I'm in a, I'll tell you a riddle, mood.
Stop.
Type of mood
Get
out
the
here.
fuck out
Anyway.
here.
So Goldilocks and the Three Bears, what's up with that? What's the problem? The porridge and shit, the beds.
So we're gonna change the subject.
So my toe, anyway. Wonderful weather we're having.
All right. So anyway, we have a video. I think that might help us right now.
Anyway, the toe.
Do you want to watch the video or you don't?
We'll watch the video.
All right. We're going to watch the video from Ashantis.
I was going to tell you what happened with the toe.
What happened with the toe?
But we can
tell
watch
me
the
what
video
happened
first.
with the toe. Alec, I want to know what happened with the toe.
You wanted to watch the video, so we're going to watch the video now.
Let's talk about the toe. Are we going to talk about the toe or not?
We can talk about the toe a little
All right.
bit.
What happened with the toe? What did they say?
So he gave me the spectrum of the options. The lady came in, she said that's bad. Lady came in, nurse came in, said that's bad in not so many words. Asked me a couple questions. She said, "How long has this been happening?" My whole life. It's been happening.
No way.
My toenail has been making a right turn since I was 12 years old. My toenail's been making the right turn. Now, about November, the light turned green, the toe went, and it's fully merged into the lane, which is the side of my toe.
Yeah.
Now, there's a bit of a collision. It got stuck in the middle of the lane, and the light turned red. So now there's blood and pus on both sides of the toe, as you know.
Yeah.
As we know.
Yeah.
As we know. That was, I don't know. So the question at hand was?
So what do they say about it? Like, is there a specific, is there something going on with it? Is what's going on with it?
Well, he said it's infected, which we knew.
Are you taking something for it now?
I'm supposed to be on.
I don't like that.
I was supposed to pick up some oral antibiotic to take, but who has time to go to the CVS?
Alex.
But I've been saline that bitch up, but she hurts. I'd be lying if I said she didn't. But basically, my man went in there with the needle nose pliers. He's just kind of calmly talking to me. He's calmly talking to me. He grabs the needle nose pliers. Now, like I said, the lady, we had a little chat. She goes, "Oh, that's bad." She leaves. She comes back in the room, places 3 needles on the table, walks out.
God.
I'm freaking out at that point. I'm saying my fate has been sealed. Everybody's told me, yeah, they inject you with the local anesthetic and then they take the toenail out. And I'm like, oh, that's the local anesthetic right there. Those are the needles. And here's the toe on my foot. Dying. Sorry. Don't mind me dying.
No, you're good.
Anyway. Yeah, so he went in there with the needles. He was like, hey, I could clean it up today. You could take the antibiotic. We could hope that this clears up. Because basically, if I didn't get it, basically, I've told the story a couple times, so now my head has been muddled with it.
You're good.
Due to the infection, if it gets sealed, it could have problems. So we're hoping to calm the infection down. He took big chunks off the nail and scraped the insides of the cuts, which was really fun. The guy goes, and again, I told this whole story in very much depth on Rainbows and Sunshine.
I'll watch it. I will, because I want to know.
Which came out today or yesterday or whatever day this comes out. That's not going to make any sense too. Anyway. Lost, confused.
So
looking at
basically, you
glasses
just
over
gotta
there.
like clear it
So
up.
I'm getting it. He's gonna. Oh no, he
fun that he
starts
cleaned
ripping it apart, and he goes in with the knife tool, and he goes, "Hey, bear with me," and I'm just like, motherfucker, in tons of pain, but whatever.
I mean, it doesn't like it could be worse, and I
It's fine now. It really is.
I think it's doing better.
But we're gonna get it totally removed Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going back Thursday. Have the appointment, and we're cutting that bitch out.
I want to. I'm very like I've been very intrigued by this whole story since the very beginning.
Yeah.
Since the first couple pictures. My friends, like, even that.
We've been talking about this for a long time.
Like, my friends who don't even work in the restaurant know about your toe. Like, when I talk about Alec, they're like, the one with the toe. And I'm like, yeah, because that's how intrigued I am with your toe. I want to make sure it gets better. I really hope it gets better.
It's been bad. I think we're just like, listen, my fate has been sealed. The toenail will be removed from the toe and all will be one again in the universe, except for my toe, of course, because it'll be in multiple pieces.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But today is Tuesday, July 5th.
Yeah.
We did already kind of talk about how it's July 4th, so we did kind of go over the date, but I just wanted to settle the score.
Of course.
So you will, with the viewer.
I know we've been chatting for some time now, and none of it has at all anything to do with the restaurant industry.
Well, my foot has everything to do with the restaurant industry.
That's what I was getting at, is that honestly, it probably wouldn't be as much as a problem if it wasn't for the fact that you work so hard, and you should get
I appreciate
workers'
that.
comp with that, because that is something that was affected by worker.
Interesting. Should I sue over the toe? Now I have multiple companies to go after.
You do have multiple companies.
Because my dad thinks it's the boots that are the problem. I tell him it's the combination of both and the gym and everything. I'm on my feet all day long. Like I said, it's been turning the wheel ever so slightly since I was 13. And November, the light turned green and that bitch went in. I'm merging. Didn't look at the oncoming traffic, went. There were pedestrians crossing the road. They got hit. And then left the scene. Hit and run on my foot, left a mess. It's about to be a hit and run because that toenail's about to be out of town.
It's about to be out of town.
And the toe's about to be there. Now, I'm really excited, can I tell you? Like, he cut those big pieces off the other day, and that felt really nice. And I'm honestly so excited for it to be gone. It's going to be a weird sensation that's going to be new to my body. But I am looking forward to it because, hey, there's only X amount of, things that really do it for you. toenail removal could be my new thing.
Oh God. I never thought that'd be it. It's gonna feel so free and open, and the air is gonna hit it, and you're just gonna be like,
Could you imagine?
I could not.
Like, oh, it's been compressed and red and irritated and angry and sassy for you know.
You're just gonna have a toe, like no nail, Alec. Like you're gonna literally have a toe.
Oh my God. It's just gonna be like a stump. People are gonna be like, what happened? I'm gonna be like Shark Attack.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, what happened? Oh, you should see the other guy.
Oh my God. Well, moving on from the toe situation. If you want to know more detail, please watch Alec's other videos of him talking about his toes.
I quite literally did about 20 minutes really going in depth about the whole story and scenario and the toe. And it's wonderful, and you should listen to it. I also talk about the dentist. But yeah, we're going to watch Ashanti's video.
All right.
Should we preface Ashanti, or she's just a person?
She works at our job.
Ashanti is actually
like all the other ones.
Like all the other ones, but she is also a Disney princess because her full name is Ashanti Ariel.
Really?
That's her whole first name.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that is Disney princess-esque.
It is. Well, she's got that. She's got that Ariel on the back end. She's got Ashanti on the front.
Ashanti has really nice skin. Like really nice skin.
She does. I'm trying to find an appropriate compliment. She is a wonderful. You know what? She's always hilarious.
Yeah,
and she's got
she is.
that fiery spirit that is just great, and she always brings that energy to the table.
I love it.
That being said, we're gonna watch. We're just gonna hit play because.
Hi, Ice Room. My name's Ashanti, and my question to you guys today is, how do you feel about chewing like somebody else's gum? Like, it doesn't matter the relationship. It could be your significant other. It could be your friend. But like, just period, point blank, would you chew somebody else's gum? Yeah, let me know.
Well, Ashanti, we would like to know, how would you feel about chewing someone else's gum?
Or having someone else chew your gum. I think I've chewed other people's gums before, I mean, like, I've definitely... This doesn't really, pertain to restaurant. Exactly.
This whole podcast today is going to be extra.
It's just like... How do I feel about chewing someone else's gum? I mean, I've definitely chewed multiple people's gums in my life. Just
really? Multiple people?
Well...
Explain.
Sometimes you're making out with somebody and, that happens.
Has it happened recently?
Has it happened recently? I don't know, honestly.
Oh.
I mean, potentially, maybe.
Interesting. No, I'm fine with you. Honestly, I've done it in my life before. I've done I've done it probably twice, with two different
Yeah,
people.
right. Like you've just been making out with somebody, but I'm also a clown. Like I'll make out with people and I'll make it's really weird because most of the time you don't really there's not a lot of dialogue. I'll try to start a conversation almost, maybe make some jokes.
While you're making
not just that, but then when during the whole hookup, I'm very goofy, so I will do things chew your gum, for example.
I do weird things too, though. I actually really do weird things. I used to lick people's teeth because
Really?
when I had braces, I just liked the way that other people's teeth felt, so I'd lick them. But now my
Yo,
because you don't know what it feels like to have
that's
teeth.
wild.
So that was my thing back in the day. Now my thing, I would say more or less, and it has been for a couple years now. I probably have an ear fetish. If we've hooked up before, you probably know this.
Interesting. What do you mean by that? Because
like,
I kind of like.
I like licking other people's ears. Like I not like get real into it, but like I love the way people like squirm. Like when I don't know, I love ears. I like getting my ears licked.
You know, I mean, when I'm doing certain things, you know, from the behindish position, I'll like bite the earlobe of that person. Like,
Okay.
I'm big on the neck, but then I kind of like will like bite your. Well, sometimes.
Can I tell this story real quick?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
So we both have problems with earlobes.
Yes.
But that's just a thing then, I think.
I think it's not even that bad, but some people are just, you know what
Two
I'm
out of two
saying?
people in this room are doing things with earlobes, so.
Yeah, 2 out of 2 people. It's
in this room.
That's a good odds. You
That's
know, maybe,
good odds.
Maybe other, you know.
I would base everything off of me and Molly's opinions, honestly. You know?
I would too.
Because we're two trustworthy sources, so if we agree earlobes are in, earlobes are in.
Ears are in. But this one guy, so I'll tell this story real as quick as I can.
Yeah, no,
This one guy, I hope he doesn't watch this. I mean, he could. It doesn't really matter. But this guy, right?
You're always blowing up your shit.
I know. It's fine. It's whatever. So like he was like hot crud back in like high school, right? And
Hot crud.
Hot shit,
Hot
you
shit.
know, whatever.
Oh yeah,
he was good looking. He was really good looking, whatever. So then
Yeah,
whatever.
I did say Shaz before.
Shaz?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
no,
say that for
I know,
now
yeah.
on.
Well, no, I mean, you
Hot
said crud.
Shaz.
We're both like not trying to curse right now.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
I don't know. Maybe my mother's listening. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I went to go see this guy, right? Because this is like after high school. This is like post. I think I was like in my like I don't know.
Post 9/11.
This was definitely post 9/11. This was actually probably BC before COVID. So anyway, I was trying to go see this guy and whatever. I go to see him, right? Whatever. The details don't matter. I was with this guy. And I noticed like he wasn't as attractive as he was in high school. I just was not feeling it very much. It was whatever, but I was like hanging out in his room. We were watching like I don't know, like a Marvel movie. And we were like hanging out in his bed, but like nothing really like too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't trying to like do anything with him. So, but we did end up at some point getting to a part where we were like making out. And I could tell, and this is like really like TMI, but I could tell this man, I don't know if he's like a virgin or whatever, but I could tell that I just really didn't want anything else with him. But anyway, nonetheless,
the kissing wasn't.
I could tell just
he
a lot.
hadn't,
I could tell a lot
you
from
tell
whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean yeah.
Yeah, and then he started going for like the neck and then the ear, and I'm into that stuff or whatever. So like I said, I was just letting it happen. But this guy, like I said, there's something about him very unexperienced-esque. So like
you could tell.
I could tell. So he started biting my ear. And I don't mind biting my ear, but this guy was biting my ear. Like biting hard. And so I started kind of laughing in my head thinking, well, this is such an odd interaction right now. Like I don't know what to do. So then he just keeps biting and he starts biting harder. And I'm like, in my head, and this is just the weird thing about me and what I'm thinking about.
At what point do I say, please stop, sir?
So that's the thing. I was like, let's see how good my pain tolerance is. So I was letting it happen.
Well, he's like, oh, we'll play this game. You want to bite my ear? I'll play a whole different game.
I was literally laughing, just like thinking like, yeah, it hurts, but I could handle it for a while. I let this man bite my ear so hard to the point where like dude, it hurts so bad. And when he stopped,
Molly's ears are
I
still
thought
red.
my ears were pierced. I have a picture on my phone of my ear, like literally a indent was in my ear for 2 weeks afterwards because he literally left a whole indent in my ear.
I'm sorry. Were you not like?
I was not turned on by this. It was
no.
Oh.
Was he not like? Were you guys not mid sesh here?
No.
Was there no insertion going
There
on?
was
at the
nothing
time?
else
Because
going on.
that's
Like, it was kind of odd. It was just like he was all in my ear.
Because I won't really do that. Like I said, I'll kind of like,
be doing other
you
things
know,
too.
when I'm behind you potentially because I'm waiting in line and you're in front of me. You know, and yeah, we're shuffling back and forth because it's windy or something, you know. Yeah, then I'll like, cause like then I feel like is more the time that I'll be like kissing your neck or like your ear or anything like that. You know, obviously like a little bit maybe, you know, in the beginning, but then, you know, I feel like it's more like, you know, the kissing then, but then like later on, you know, I'll bring some of those other things out because at that point we're both kind of out of breath. But like then I'll maybe like
the windy and shuffling.
Yeah, because it's windy and you know it's been a long day at Six Flags amusement park with lots of rides, and
yeah,
and you're
that's
tired.
That's a good time to like. You know.
So that's when I'm kind of like nibbling on the ear. Now I mean, but I usually am a big lobe guy. I don't really go too far up on the.
It don't matter to me where it is, but I remember specifically it
Right
was right there. And it was so indented. I literally was so scared.
Did you ask him if he was like hungry ever? Did you think to maybe be like?
It came to a point where I did push him off me because I was really. It got to that point. It took a while. I did wait.
How wild is that for this man to just be like going at your
That's
ear
why I'm
like
saying,
that?
Like, I think he might be like watching whatever he's watching to get the idea that was okay. But it was very inexperienced vibes where I was like, oh my God.
Like, what is up with you?
And that was scary, you know? What?
That was scary, what?
There was a lot
like trying to be like,
with that whole situation. It was very odd. The whole night was very odd. I just...
See, because the thing is, like, you kind of like, there's a point where you've kind of like committed to like, maybe we're going to try this out. And then, like you said, if it goes bad in those early stages, oh no. I mean, if it goes bad at any point, it's a very big.
Yeah.
You're obviously taking such a big, risk, and it's such a like, it's such a game that like has to be played. I don't know.
There's ways to go about things. At the end of the day, there's ways to go about things, and a lot of people don't. I don't get that vibe from a lot of people where it's like, are you like, I don't care if you're a virgin, I don't care whatever, you know, at the end of the day it is what it is. But and I'm not gonna put this person on blast, but it was just very like, like
yeah, no,
you know,
that's
when you have some rabbits, right? You got some rabbits, right?
Yeah, okay.
And like you said, you're in line, you're actually in line. And then you got some rabbits in line, right? Like they're rabbits. Like they're in line, the wind is happening.
It's happening, like okay. Yeah,
so we got
the
rabbits, you know? So like imagine these rabbits that are in line and it's windy and it's going, like, you know that like, you know, like the rabbits. So like,
okay.
Imagine that.
Okay.
But like, there's no intimate actually happening.
I see, yeah.
Does that make any sense?
No, that makes sense. I don't exactly.
I felt like I was getting rabbited, but like nothing. We weren't doing it.
Rabbited, yeah.
We weren't in line.
Yeah.
There was no way.
Yeah, no. I mean, I get totally what you're saying of like, yeah, when it's not like. I mean, I've been there before where it's like we're waiting in line, you know. And, you know, there's rabbits.
But the thing is that
and you're like, what are we really
happening?
doing here? Which is why I like to, you know, build that foundation and work up from there, which is why what you're saying is if you have that problem, he's like, this guy is putting all these windows in, but it's like, sir, you haven't put any walls in.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you're building this house. The way you're going about building this house is all the wrong way.
He didn't even install like a door, no doorbell, didn't like nothing.
No
it
flooring.
Just went straight to the rabbit.
He's like putting windows up and stuff.
It was just
he's like hanging paintings on like the wood, open framed wall.
Open frame.
And yeah, he's just going about building the house.
But that's, you know, neither here nor there. It was just.
Well, it is here and there because this is the ice room where we talk about things that are here and there and not here or there.
Yeah, exactly. So to answer the
wild.
question about gum,
I mean, gum
isn't. It's not that bad.
Isn't particularly my thing, but a lot of things aren't particularly my thing that I still do. And
Yeah.
there's so many more things that I'm sure I haven't done yet that are even more wild that I will do. You know, I think you probably have to like feel some type of way to chew somebody's gum though, you know.
I guess, yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't so what she was saying with like, oh, who like it doesn't matter the
Do you
relationship.
think you've ever chewed like a
does.
friend's gum?
No, I would not. That's just like weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
I don't think
it
I
was
have
weird.
either. But definitely mixed some gums around.
Like I have my gum, you have your gum, we swap gums.
Yeah, or some shit like that, you know, but it's mostly like a joke. It's not like, oh, we're being, you know, sexy with it. Somebody's fucking playing Tokyo Drift outside right now.
But yeah.
So a restaurant topic.
Yes.
Because
because we gotta have something here.
we got to talk about something that happened in a
I think
restaurant.
that, it's summertime, especially 4th of July. It's been slow. And I think it's slow at a lot of restaurants. So maybe other people could probably relate to us. How slow is it at your restaurant?
Yeah, well,
Let us know.
Let us know.
Let us
Let us know. Send a video in and we'll answer your question about how slow your restaurant is. But there's some... You know what's weird, though? The flip side of that coin is, like, that we don't have the perspective on is all these summer bartenders and servers who are working at these places that probably... Or some of them, you know, I don't want to speak for all of them, but some of these places super packed, super money makers in the summer and aren't even, like, open the rest of the year.
Well, like, that's what I was thinking about, because everybody's like, oh, like, you should go down to, like, the beach area.
And work there?
But it's like, okay, but at the same time, you got to keep in mind, it's not Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday all the time there. Like, they probably, if you're a new bartender or server, they're probably going to put you on the crappiest days where nobody's really coming in. Or if they, like, I was at a tiki bar the other day, and it, like, whatever, it's at a hotel.
I've always wondered this. Too, should we as northern servers go down to the beach and work there?
I think one of our bartenders did do that one year, and they said it wasn't worth, at least the drive. They said it wasn't worth the drive. But I'm kind of halfway. I could probably get away with doing it, but not really. It still is a drive. And again, like I said, what happens when you go and there's like 7, 8 bartenders on because it is so packed and you guys are still making kind of the same amount? I mean, I don't know. And also, like, for instance, like when I went to like Bar A and it's like, oh, they have like such cheap drinks, like such cheap beers. That's what gets everybody to come in. But like, it's a hassle. You can only like serve so many people so fast,
That place is wild. I can't imagine being a bartender at one of those places.
Yeah, like you could think like, oh, they're probably making so much money, but they're hating their lives. They're dealing with people yelling, screaming, throwing up, fighting probably every night. And like, who knows if you'll even get those good shifts. So it's like, I personally rather stay where I'm at, making the amount that I'm making, and just like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know what is super wild about that too is like, yeah, I mean, they don't have any like conversation really. No. I mean, those people, like, that's always like, what can I get you? Get you the drink, that's it.
Yeah.
Close out the tab immediately or something like that or whatever.
Because that's how we are when we're really, really, really busy.
Yeah. Like, imagine like how you guys are between 12 and 1 every night. But like, we have those hours from like 4 to 10 where you like will walk around and talk to customers and like, it's like way different. I mean, obviously it's way different for me as a server. I obviously, or I think I have a bunch of conversations with all my people, kind of, but those people don't have any conversation. They just, yeah.
I'm antisocial, so I.
But think about those people even more antisocial. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Not to say antisocial, but that is, yeah, but I feel like our stronger months are the winter months, like the holiday season around there and stuff like that. Obviously we still like, it's better than if we were a summer bartender down there because we're open all year round. We still now have the opportunity to continue to make money, even though I do feel like it has been slower. Obviously, I'm sure the numbers would dictate that it's been slower.
Yeah.
It wasn't super terrible. Like, there were days where there was money to still be made and people still made money. The interesting thing that you had said was the cut situation with that.
Yeah. Shifts and cuts. And like with our job being so slow, you would think that we'd make a little bit more money given that we'll cut people earlier. But I've been hearing a lot of people complain about the cut situation, and like we don't like to have all this negative energy out here on our podcast. That's not what we're about. But it has been kind of like I guess affecting the money, but I don't know about you, Alec, and like, I know this is like a restaurant podcast, and, probably other people have better feelings towards this. Me personally, having like my other job, which thankfully it's summer, so I don't even have to work at the other job, but making the amount that I make there, I don't really care so much about my money that I make at before I came here, I stopped off at the restaurant because it's right here, and I picked up my money, and I had like 4 or 5 envelopes of money, and our manager goes like, oh, do you make enough at your other job that you don't really care to pick up this money? And I'm like, yes and no, because like yes, but no, like, so to me, I don't really care, but I know other people care, so it's like that's why I bring it up.
Well, I'm also at that point where I feel the same way. And most of the time, I'm never like, oh, I need this money or I need that money. I literally have, like, I'm really weird with it. Like, almost all my cash, like, my regular job money, like, is in my, like, bank account.
Yeah.
But, like, a lot of my restaurant money is, I feel like it was like 3 podcasts since I've said the name, but anyway, I've been good.
Yeah, you have been good.
I've been good, but like my restaurant money is like all rolled up in my sock drawer. Like I have like for some reason I like will keep a pile of 1s, a pile of 5s, a pile of 20s, and I just have cash everywhere.
Oh yeah, I get so much from the restaurant.
Not to sound like I have money, but like
yeah, no, I know. And like when I was super busy with my other job, like I would literally come home, throw my money from the restaurant onto my desk, and I crap you not, like there was a whole month or so where I just had probably like $3,000 just chilling on my desk that in cash that I just didn't have time to count and put in the bank.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, to me, I know the money's at the restaurant and I like to kind of get it when I can get it. I don't like having it there for too long because then I lose track of, like, oh, how many weeks did I, like, not pick up my money? I want to make sure I get my money. But to me, it's not like how I used to be where it's like, dang, I only made, like, $150 tonight instead of like $200 or $300, like like
no, 100%. And we have that luxury, and people have said that in the past. Oh, this is my spending cash and stuff like that, and I feel that way too. I mean, obviously, all of it try to be saving cash. It's always like I feel like okay, I'm taking this opportunity of this time to try and make some money. That's basically what we're doing, as a server. We're just coming in to try and make some money.
And you want to make sure your time is kind of worth it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the only time I really, like, if it's like, the difference between like $150 and $250 or whatever, I don't really care. But if I don't, like, if it's really low, like, I've had some shifts that are like $50.
Yeah.
Which are pretty, like, you're like, well, what am I really doing right now? I could be doing anything right now. Did I really need... I mean, and obviously $50 gained is $50 gained that you didn't have.
Yeah.
And you could be outspending. So at least you were there trying to make some money. But then sometimes I feel like, am I not doing things right? Could I have done things better? could I be somewhere else doing things better, or like I said, or could I have done things better in my section, or should I have, and then it's like, oh, should I have had a better section? But then it's like, oh, but why would those people deserve to have a worse section for me to have a better section, which is a whole thing, really.
I think that, and I don't know if I said this on another podcast or if I said this to somebody in person, but I think kind of like the luxury good thing about like being a bartender is I actually don't see the money that night. So, cause I also don't close ever. So like I'll pick up my money from,
That's
Sunday.
really nice.
And then when I open it, it's almost like, dang, like I got an extra $200 just now. And it's like, but if I had like worked that night, like serving, it sucks because you get your money at the end of the night. You see it right then and there. Oh, this table only tipped me $10. Oh, this table only tipped me like $10. Oh, this, like, you know what I'm saying? You're getting sniffed and you see it and you're like, dang, that sucks. You're like counting up, okay, how much am I really making right now? Like, I made probably like $60 tonight. Oh, and I gotta eat food too. So like maybe I made like $50 and it's been like 6 hours already. I'm gonna get cut.
Exactly.
That's why it sucks to be a server because you're so aware of it. Aware of it.
Yeah. And I try so much to not be aware of it. Like, and I think we did talk about a little bit of this topic on one of our original podcasts. But like, I try to just put those numbers in, throw them in the book, not really look at it, not think about, oh, I was really nice to that lady. Why did she give me $8 on a 150 or, what could I have, like, that is something that you need to do as a beginning server. That is such a hard thing to do, to not look at exactly what you did with the table, who those people were, who you are, and think, is this the outcome? And that's something that, obviously every day you work to like, or me at least, to just throw it in the book and not care, just to put the number in and throw
Unless,
it in the book.
like, obviously, if your managers are saying things or your coworkers are saying things, then probably take that into consideration because they know better than the, like, no offense, they know better than the customer. Customer is not, like, if you feel like when you're a new server. The
manager doesn't pay you, though. The customer pays you.
Well, yeah, but my thing is that what I'm trying to say is you don't want to be a bad server and then just not care about, okay, like, I don't care if I'm making money or not, and then just, like, go about your day. But if people are saying, like, hey, like, you should be pre-busing more, you should be doing this more, take that into consideration because that will help your tips out.
I see what you're saying.
But don't try to just, but with the customers, like, don't take everything to heart. I feel like at the end of the day.
Did I give that guy attitude? Did I look at him the wrong way? Like, did that joke come out wrong? Like, things like that.
Because people, like, the tip sometimes, and I said this
could
before.
Be the littlest thing.
The tip either could be the littlest thing, or it's just more of a reflection of them as a person rather than you. Because some people just don't care to tip. Like, they know they're gonna go out.
To not get wrapped up in.
Yeah.
And even here's the thing: when it's slower, you're looking at the table more. You're looking at the checkbook more. When it's fast, it's a bunch of them. It's easy to throw it in. If there's a bad one, it doesn't matter because there's a bunch of them, to weigh it against average-wise. But when you're slow, you start to be like, oh, you start to think about all those things. Oh, should I be in a better section? Oh, what could I be doing better? Oh, should I be somewhere else? Like, you start to think about all those things. You're like, oh, why did this person tip me not as good as they could have tipped me? Because you're slow, which are other byproducts of the slow, which has been currently going on.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think if they cut better, not to say that they don't, because obviously on their behalf, they're trying to make sure that they're covered in the restaurant and that everything is good. And, I don't ever really feel like I want to be swamped, so I don't really mind it for the most part. But then you have a bunch of people who aren't making money, who are all getting on each other's. Yeah, it doesn't create for a good situation.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, I even with the bar, like, there was the other day, I will say it was really slow. Like, so slow. I feel like two of us literally could not have existed in that building and they would have been perfectly fine. Like, not even busy fine, just like fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so that's when I'm like, oh, like, what? Like, I mean, me as a person in general, I don't get wrapped up in the negative things. I really don't. I'm a very free flow, go with the flow kind of person. I literally looked at it as an opportunity of, look, I'm on service bar. I can't do anything other than just sit here and wait for tickets, and no tickets are coming in. If I, like, you know, I got time to eat
You did do service
some
bar on like
food.
a weird day outside, didn't you? Where you were like slow, right?
I was out there. And me personally, I don't like being that coworker that's like BSing and like on their phone. But it's also like I can't leave service bar because I need to be here. Nobody's telling me to go back to the main bar. So it's like, if I'm playing some iPhone message games, like, I'm not gonna be mad about it. If I want to eat some food,
somebody was mad at you though.
No. Nobody was mad. But that's kind of like my thought process is
Yeah.
if I'm gonna be lazy one day, it's gonna be the day that I gotta be here. I'm probably not making any money. It is what it is.
Well, you're
like,
making the most of that situation.
Yeah,
well, exactly.
I'd rather make the most of my situation than.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's, you know, it's easier said than done. Not getting wrapped up in the negative situation. And for you, I mean, that's actually really cool that you like get your money kind of like a week or like not even the night of. Even if you get it the next day, you could still have such a clearer head of it.
Because you're just like, you know, it is what it is. Like, happen. Like, that's why closing, I haven't closed in a long time. But, like, even closing, it's like you're so into money, like, oh, how much? And then that's kind of like, I don't want to say it's the worst. I mean, it's nice that you get the money that day because, you know, that's cool about closing. But the thing is that if you find out that you made like 150, which on the bar is not really like what we make, which is good. But like, say I found out I made 150 and I'm thinking, and now in my head, well, I'm here, it's 3 a.m. and I'm counting my money and I only made 150, that's when it's going to bother me, you know, because it's like, dang. But the good thing about closing is a lot of times that's not the case. And then you're like, wow, I get to take home 250 tonight. Like, I'm going to go to Wawa, you know? That's literally like, sometimes it could be like, you know. But I personally don't like closing as much anymore because, you know, you make pretty much a little bit more money here and there, whatnot, but I'd rather just get out, have a couple drinks with my coworkers, hang out, and then go home. Which, by the way, the other day, I should have not been there that late.
What day was this?
This was Sunday. I made Ryan, one of our coworkers, a Honey Sidecar, and everybody knows now, like, whatever. I love Honey Sidecars. I've been trying to perfect them myself.
You do love Honey Sidecars.
I love them.
You're always drinking them.
And I made this one for Ryan, and it was so good. Like, it was so, I think
sure
it was my best one. What?
You sure he didn't want Absolute vodka?
No, shut up. Stop being mean to Ryan. No, like, it was so good. And I was like, dang, like, I kind of want to make one for myself after work. I was going to go to the gym right after work. So I was like, I already had everything planned out.
Didn't I see you post that you did go?
I did go. And all my coworkers, screw you, because I did go. And I got an hour workout in. And it was one of the best workouts I've had in a while.
Now, but you had a Henny Sidecar?
I had like 3 too. Like, after, because I started with the one, and I was like, I'm only having one. It just because I like literally am craving the taste. Like, that's it. And then after the one, you know, there's certain people that
you were craving the taste of a Henny Sidecar.
Yes.
Tell us, what is a Henny Sidecar really?
A Henny Sidecar, it's just like, so it's Henny and like Cointreau, whatever, and lemon juice.
Cointreau's a liquor?
It's like an orange liqueur. And then like, you know, simple syrup and whatnot. Like, there's a sugar rim with like orange peel or a lemon, depending on the person, whatever. And Wendy, OG Wendy, used to make fire Honey Sidecars. That's when I first started liking them. And they come in a martini glass. They're really cute, whatever. And now I'm like, I want to perfect mine. And I think I finally got to the point where I think I like the way that I make them. And now I crave them. So
I like that. So you were craving the taste of it. That's good shit. You got to perfect your crown jewel of drink.
Yeah, because a lot of people come in. You don't know how many people actually have came in and said like, "Oh, I like Henny." Like what? Like, and I always like I'm always scared to be like, "Oh, my drink is like."
Yeah. So you've been working on it
because it's like it isn't a martini. It looks like whatever, but I'm kind of like, yo, every man I feel like who likes Henny, you're gonna like a sidecar. Maybe that's just me. But now I got Ryan. Ryan was like, yeah, you put me on. And now, like, I made him one, and I had one for myself because I just really wanted it. And then, there's certain people, certain auras that when they, like, start drinking with you, you just happen to drink together. And then you just stay there for 5 hours. And then you're like, oh, like, I even had a steak. I stayed and had food. I had a steak.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good.
Once you have one drink, though, you're sitting around, It's like, what do I really got to do today? But yeah, like you said, you were trying to make it to the gym.
I was like, I'm going to go to the gym I said 5 o'clock. Now, I was thinking I'm going to leave at like 4:30 because I got off at like 1 or something. I was going to leave around 4:30, go to the gym, get there at 5, get like an hour in, right? No. I was like there, and then Deidre is looking at me like, Molly, it's 5 o'clock. Why aren't you at the gym? And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait till 6 o'clock. And then I waited till 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Then I was like, 6:30, I'll leave. And then 6:30, I finally left because I got there at like 7. And then I had an hour because they were closing at 8 because it was Sunday.
Yeah, the gym closes.
So I had to go. And it was actually nice because, like, no one was there because I guess it was, like, 4th of July weekend. Everybody went away.
Sunday's
so it was
usually
nice.
a pretty dead day at most of the
at
my
and
gym,
it was, like, the last hour of the gym. Usually
which is also even more dead, yeah.
So there was, like, 6 other people in the gym. That was it. And that's, like...
And you were getting that pumping.
Dude, I started running at the end of my workout, and it was, like, the best. It was one of the best runs I've ever had, too. And, like... They were shutting down the lights. It was the first time I was at the gym. They started shutting down the lights.
Really,
and everybody just was not moving. Like, everybody's still finishing.
No, people don't.
I got off the treadmill, and I was like, dude, I have 5 more minutes. Like, I could just do, like, the rest of what... Because I was so close to finishing. I was like, just get back on. I was like, fuck it. Like, nobody else is moving.
Nobody else moved,
I just, like, got back on.
They turned the lights off, and people just keep doing their shit.
Yeah.
And it's mad funny.
But it was a really good workout. You ever have good like workouts where you're almost like emotional? Like that was like,
well, not every one of
today.
them, but I usually get very emotional during my workouts.
Me too.
It's always like but like it brings out so much. I mean, that's why I love working out so much because like it is kind of like that drug almost. Let me get that hit of that barbell.
That barbell.
Let me get a hit of that iron. Let me pump some of that. No, I love it. And I do have some emotional moments, I will say, in the gym. So I can relate to that. That's nice, though. I'm glad that you made it. That's why I try to go in the morning, though, because it's like once I work, then I want to hang out a little bit. I sit around the watering hole, have a drink.
I have urges to do things more around 7, 8, 9 o'clock, honestly. So, like, if I'm, like, if I want to get creative, if I want to do something cool, like, I usually don't get started until, like, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Because that's when it's quieter in my house, and I just feel like I want to do something. I could go all day. I could sit in my room all day from like 1 o'clock to like 7 o'clock thinking, I want to go to the gym today. I want to go to the gym today. But I will literally not get up and go until 7. And that's how I was at work the other day.
You know what? I totally relate to that. I feel like I've tried so hard to break that mold. I found that getting up for work at 5:30 to be at work at 7 or whatever has made that so much like easier because now it's like, oh, well, I get up and work. Like I could get up and now I still do sleep in and stuff, but like it's so much easier for me to knock this out of the way. And I've been just trying to like so hard because I do feel that. I feel like around 8, 9, your creativity really is like you feel very inspired and you want to be productive around those hours of time. But I've been trying to like just be like, do it in the beginning of the day, do it first, get it out of the way. Finish it.
Well, when I worked at my other job, like I said, it's summertime, so I'm not working there right now. But when I did work there, I was kind of getting to work at like 6:15. Like I would wake up at like 5 o'clock and just get ready for like a long time. I would just be so slow with it, and then I'd go and get to my job at 6:15, and then I wouldn't leave until like 6:30 p.m. anyway.
That's a lot of time.
A lot of time. So like for me, and then I usually don't eat there either. So when I'm leaving
Really?
work, I'm so hungry. Yeah. I don't like eating at my job unless I go on my lunch break, which like I rarely did. It took me a while to start doing that. But
You don't pack up a little lunchy lunch?
I only did that once, and I'll do it again. The thing is that at my house, I can't really like pack food that well. It's like I don't really cook at my house. I would like to, but it's just not ideal. When I move out, I'll definitely for sure get a system going. But that kind of was my issue. I'd get so hungry after work. I'd go eat, and the thing is, I can't work out for like another 2 hours if I eat.
Really?
I can't. I will throw up.
Well, you be eating them whole half chickens.
The whole half chicken.
See, that's what you need to do is space out your eating more. Like I eat at 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock, but they're kind of like smaller. And then I don't, like, you know what? And sometimes I'll go to the gym on an empty stomach, which I feel stronger if I eat. But like sometimes I'll go to the gym on an empty stomach because I don't have like you're right though. If you do eat a whole half chicken, you're not going to the gym. Molly
I have to
here.
really watch what I eat before the gym if I want to go. That's why, like, usually by 7, 8 o'clock, whatever, my food that I did probably eat at like 2, 3 o'clock, whatever, is like fully digested, that I don't feel so like lethargic. But I will say I do enjoy going to the gym early. If I didn't have school to go to or anything really, I used to wake up, just do my routine, go to the gym by like 11, 12 o'clock, then eat, and that would be my first meal. But I don't like to eat before the gym at all, like at all.
Yeah,
Unless I have like 4 hours.
Like I say, like when I have that work day and I'll go to the gym at the end of the day, I'm on a lot of calories at that point, but it's more spaced out over the span of a day, and I have been working that entire day too, so I am burning a lot of that.
And we could talk a whole story about working and eating. Like eating at a restaurant job will get you like eating food so quick. I have to use the bathroom so bad. I'm like, do I wait till the end?
Yeah, I mean, well, let's just wrap up.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
I kind of have to too.
Yeah.
I'll just cut this part where we talk about having to go to the bathroom.
You don't want them to know about our bowel movements or anything? Is it a bowel? Is it a bowel? If it's like
it's a bowel movement.
A urine movement? I don't know.
I think that's more
Is
of
that
like
the lower intestine, smaller intestine? Is there a lower intestine? It's just the smaller intestine. I was terrible at science. It's fine. It's whatever. We're going to go.
My bad. I have ants in my pants.
I drank all of this and like half of this.
And half of that. Well, I drank.
And I'm a woman, so
all of
my.
this right now, no, I'm kidding. That'd be pretty impressive.
That would be
if
crazy.
I did that in the span of an hour. But this, any closing thoughts?
Honestly,
we have to go to the bathroom. That's our closing thoughts.
I hope you guys enjoyed this this episode.
We would love viewer submissions for any questions, prompts, things, anything. It doesn't have to be restaurant related.
Videos.
It can be about eating gum or whatever the hell
is,
Ashanti's video was about.
Or just what Rob did too. I don't know. Whatever you feel like doing. If you want to be a part of this, we would love for you to be a part of this. So send us your videos and make it happen.
Yeah, thank you, Molly. That's exactly it. We would love for you to be a part of this. So send us your videos and you could be a part of this. But yeah.
All right. We're good.